If DENS wasn't here, I would struggle to grow because I'd be going back to the same old haunts, the same old environments and mixing with the same old people. You know, this has given me a place as a safe haven within life in order to move forward.
DENS is a charity seeking solutions to the problems of single homeless people and poverty in Dacorum. DENS is on the front line, tackling homelessness and poverty in Dacorum, giving people the chance to build a better future by providing a number of integrated services. Many of the people we support are ordinary people who are going through a difficult period in their lives. For example, they might have lost their job, faced illness or a relationship breakdown, and then found themselves unable to pay their bills or to provide food for their family. Some of them may be care leavers or may have had drug and alcohol problems. Around 45% of people we help are young people aged 18 to 25.
Our company move people predominantly from an aspirational aspect in terms of people moving home. I think it's a nice opportunity to be reminded across society that there are those people that are vulnerable and in need at certain times of their lives.
I think it's important that people are taken off the street, are given a fresh start, given training to get their lives together and get back into mainstream society.
Having a place at DENS, what it actually does, it gives me a stable structure, a stable environment, a foundation to kind of move forward, to achieve my goals back in life, to kind of do what needs to get done as a sort of normal person in so-called society.
We help people in crisis with accommodation, resettlement and training as they move toward the goal of independent living. Last year, DENS helped around 640 people with housing-related issues and a further 3,135 people by providing emergency food parcels.
With homelessness, it's a subject that nobody knows anything about. Throughout life, you need to buy insurance for a car. You know where to go to get insurance for a car. When you're homeless, you don't know what to do because no one has ever told you what to do. And DENS can direct you and advise you on the things that you do require.
We help everyone who comes to us, regardless of their history, age, gender, disability, ethnic or social background. Those using our services must agree to adhere to our rules, must be willing to engage with our staff and wanting to improve their lives.
They'll be working with key professionals who will help them find their own solution to their problems.
And one of the things is to provide for those individuals a safe start for them to get back to independence and begin to make something of their lives.
We offer help and support through our integrated services. These include The Elms, which offers emergency and short-term accommodation for up to 40 people. Our DENS Day Centre, offering advice, guidance, food and hot drinks, is a daytime haven for people in crisis. DENS Rent Aid is a deposit guarantee and support scheme with private landlords helping people to move into independent living.
I was sleeping in the doorway of Marks and Spencer's, so I think that if I hadn't been able to have some kind of deposit guarantee that was provided by Rent Aid, then I quite likely would still be there.
Our Equipped to Change service offers support for education, training, volunteering and employment, helping people move into employment and to become self-sustainable. The DENS Dacorum Food Bank offers emergency food supplies and is essential to people in crisis. And DENS Enterprises creates income for the charity, helping us to continue running the essential services we offer.
With DENS, you have the support network there for you, both during the day and during the night. Specifically during the day, I find, because there's nothing worse than loneliness. But during the night time as well, you've got the support workers, and they're so important because they're there just to listen and advise and help in any way that they can. So there's so many benefits from DENS that you don't get just being on your own.
It gives us somewhere to go at night. someone to put their head down, especially with a new place in Hemel, Hempstead now. It gives you several rooms for them to go and stay. Give someone some support, someone to go and just sort of crash their head for a few hours, a bit of peace and quiet and a bit of warmth. And just knowing that someone's sort of there, got their back really, when they've pretty much got no one on the streets with them.
We work with many different partner agencies to ensure that our service users receive expert support in multiple areas. We receive funding from Hertfordshire County Council, Dacorum Borough Council, and grants from the Big Lottery Fund and other generous grant funders. We are lucky to have the support of our local community from churches, businesses, schools, youth groups and individuals. We rely on raising funds ourselves via a new charity shop and furniture warehouse, as well as through organising a variety of our own events. However, we currently have a funding shortfall of around £85,000 for last year and desperately need more funds to continue helping those in need.
It's not really about how I feel or we feel tonight, it's more about trying to feel like what someone would go through on a daily basis that actually has to do this every night, because we get to go home to our nice warm beds tomorrow and have a breakfast and everything else, whereas some poor soul is doing this pretty much every night of the week.
Definitely, I think awareness is being seen more. I think a lot more people are finding out about homelessness and paying attention to it, especially with the likes of social media, but I still don't think it's known as much as it should be, and in the eyes of the public as much as it should be.
What can you do to help us? You could donate, with every pound helping us with our work. You can find us on Just Giving or go to our website www.dens.org.uk to donate. Or you could volunteer your time. Whatever your age, interests or spare time, there are many ways in which you can help us. Around 200 volunteers support DENS, and their input is the equivalent of 12 full-time members of staff.
It's all about the positive vibe that people can get from being involved in an environment where they have the opportunity to help other people, to influence other people's lives in some small way.
Well, it makes me feel I'm doing something worthwhile. I get the chance to interact with other people of all ages, and yeah, I get quite a lot of satisfaction actually out of doing this job.
If you are a business, we can suggest many ideas for working with your staff to fulfill your corporate social responsibility objectives, improve staff morale, team working, and build self-confidence and self-esteem.
So we wanted to choose a charity that was local so we could see the benefit that our support was providing to the community. We decided to choose DENS because of their passion and dedication for what they do and the extent of the support that they offer to the community.
Well, working with DENS, we're all a little bit thinner because we've been doing a virtual cycle to Lapland, so that's good news. But in all seriousness, it's really helped us with team building in the office. We're all working a bit differently, and I think we're going to the food bank. It was really good fun, and we're just bonding in different ways in the office, which is great for the business.
And if you are a church or school or youth group, there are lots of ways you could get involved. You can collect food donations for us, have a cake sale, or join us for a sponsored walk, bike ride, or sleep out for DENS.
I'm doing it because I think it's a very prominent problem, and I see it happening in a lot of places like homeless people, and I feel like it's a good idea to go out and actually see what it's like, so I sort of know what I'm helping towards.
If DENS wasn't here, I think that people who find themselves in difficult situations would feel unheard, uncared for. They wouldn't have a voice. But DENS treats them with respect. It gives them a home for a time, gives them opportunities to build their life from that point, get on their feet again. So if DENS wasn't here, there wouldn't be as much hope for the people who find themselves in difficult situations.
No matter who you are or what you may be able to do to help, everything everyone does or gives to DENS helps us provide a lifeline of support for people in crisis. People desperate for a helping hand to move them back towards independent and self-sufficient living and being able to be happy, productive members of society again. Something that everyone should have the chance to be.
If DENS hadn't been there, I don't think I would have had a life. I was at a point where I was ready to basically stop living, shall we put it in that way. I had had enough. I'd gone past depression and I was at a point of actual despair. And it was the middle of winter and I was ready to just curl up on my own with basically nothing on, with the hope that I was not going to wake up the following morning.
Talk to us today to find out more about how you can help.